All we hear be a gunshot me here start wheels down further down the road down the so. So I start take on myself, my body has to start take on himself.
Why you not come take my baby for the life just to let him 2 kids then? Him at the backbone for what could do. What me gonna do? What me gonna do without him? What me gonna do without him? Eh? Them come shut him up in them dream just like that.
People. Que pasa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. The voice note that you heard, that is of a baby mother of one of 2 victims that died in Arima, Trenchtown that is. There were conflicting reports in the news. One news said 7, the next one said 8. It is confirmed that it is indeed 8. Of these people, especially the 2 that DIED, Mr. Maraj and Mr. Mackenzie. There was also a lady. Her name is Kenisha Taylor. She is a mother of 3. 2 girls and 1 boy. Her son also got conned up. He is presently in the hospital. As it pertains to Mrs. Taylor, it is said that she is undergoing treatment. She's doing some sorts of big surgery. However, them can't find the bullet. People, me don't know how that is possible. There are so many procedures that you can use color dye that they use and find it. They have x-ray machine, but obviously it seems as if that hospital don't have one of these machines. Let's talk about the 2 persons that actually lost their life. Mr. Maraj, it is said he is 35-year-old. He is the father of 2 children. Mr. Mackenzie, his child, is just 2 months old. Mr. Maraj, it is said, is an employee of a popular bank. As a matter of fact, based on what the family says, he is no violence producer. He is very educated. He has at least 15 subjects. That means some of them in a 11th grade and some of them in a 13th grade. That means 5th form and 6A, 6B. He is educated, not a problem person. So people, I want you to take a listen, take a look to some voice notes from an interview that one of those media house did with an aunt, a cousin, the baby mother of Mr. Maraj, and the father of Mr. Mackenzie. This is what they said, and they are telling you that, listen, these people will get caught up. These people were DEAD. They had nothing to do with nothing that occurred. People, listen to the family members and friends, and then I'll give my piece.
All we hear be a gunshot me here start wheels down further down the road down the so. So I start take on myself, my body has to start take on himself.
Why you not come take my baby for the life just to let him 2 kids then? Him at the backbone for what could do. What me gonna do? What me gonna do without him? What me gonna do without him? Eh? Them come shut him up in them dream just like that.
Romain, why you don't go and get a work after you have your subject? Him say him not leave him children there. But him go all the while and come back because of a visa. Romain a gunman, him not trouble people. Him take him medication and pass him sub with them and see him come dead like this. Eh? And him not gunman.
When him growing up, man, I bring him to school and go to work and come in and go film at school, came at town with me, have him panic cat load of goods them. Come in at night time with him.
Now people, you see how tragic these places are? And people, I understand sometimes persons are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because of finances, they cannot leave. Sometimes people get too comfortable. Sometimes people don't put out the effort that it takes to get out. They get comfortable because they don't have to pay any sort of rent. Sometimes they don't have to pay any sort of water bill. electricity. So therefore, because of the freeness, them have a mentality. It is as if generations on top of generations stuck in that mindset. Now people, disclaimer before I proceed. Sometimes you really cannot afford it. Sometimes you are stuck because of finances. But in a whole lot of cases, people get comfortable, them get complacent. Them like the freeness, them like the cheaper lifestyle. Everybody likes that. But you have to ask yourself the question, will you be penny wise to save some bucks and pound foolish for end up losing your life? Because in the case of Mr. Mirage, educated, works with the bank for a couple of years. So therefore, I am sure if he had sacrificed and listened and taken heed, his mother always had tell him, why don't you leave the community? Why don't you go overseas? Why don't you take away your family? Him say, him not leave him pitney, him not leave him baby mother. Isn't it ironic that they took him away? And when we hear what is the motive, it is said that the motive is because of some sorts of gang feud. Based on the Popo report, it is said that a member of the Fatherless gang that lost his life on or about the 23rd of October, August 2023, this is a reprisal for that. So therefore, one of their criminal cronies got conned up and lost his life. He is from the Fatherless crew, a top tier member. So therefore, they thought that the right thing to do is roll up on the corner in a trench town and Rema and blaze up a whole bunch of people, hitting up two fathers that have at least 2 picnic, hitting up a mother that have at least 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. The 1 boy also got conned up. Both of them are presently in the hospital nursing or going through some sorts of surgery. Based on what the Popo said, and it is confirmed, it is some sorts of conflict with the people from Fatherless crew. So it seems as if the gang from Fatherless crew is claiming that the people that did it or took away one of their top tier members came from that neighborhood, Trenchtown or Rema. So therefore, this is some sorts of reprisal. The Popo said that they are looking for a couple of individuals, namely Odain Faulkner, Jojo, Kirk Roberts, Pepe, Frederick Mattis, Gazaman or Shemar. They want these people to report to the Popo, but I think that it is best if the Popo catch them, especially in a them sleep, and put them to sleep for putting innocent people to sleep and making a whole bunch of children fatherless and motherless in some case. People, this is sad, point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called, if you can do the time, do not do the crime. If you know say you're sicky, and if you get whole, you go beg and bawl for bail, beg and bawl for leniency when it is sentencing time. I am speaking about a man, his name is Miguel Reed, he is 36 years old. This is a story about Mr. Reed. He works at this shipping company, so he came up with a diabolical plan. One day he was at work and maybe it just came to him. You know that Jamaicans are very innovative, creative when it comes to negative stuff as in thievery and criminal activity. Him decides him go use the identification of some of the clients that came to the shipping company in which he works. He was going to come up with some sorts of email address using the people's identity. He would then call his crony overseas that it seems is in the dark underworld that have some sorts of link to get some sorts of hot tool upon the black market. He then decided to collaborate with his crony in Jamaica and his crony in a foreign, and they were going to ship some sorts of tool in the names of the fake accounts that he created. However, people, it seems as if, well, it was obvious that things did not go according to plan. He got busted on or about September 3rd. He was locked up, he was charged, and now he want bail. When the case went to courts, his lawyer stood up and said, you know that my client has very serious health complications. Him have heart problem and him have diabetes. The present penal conditions or facilities are not appropriate for my clients because I do not, or we do not, want him to get some sorts of, or fall into some sorts of diabetic coma. And the fact that these facilities don't have the proper food for diabetes, don't have the proper amenities and facility for people that are sicky. If my client stays here, more than likely he is going to succumb to some sorts of injury or have some sorts of coma. Him could on DEAD. So my point is this. When this man was plotting and scheming, using the people's identity information, collaborating with his crony overseas of how them can get the tool them, send a Jamaica and then use innocent people identity to clear them, him never think say him couldn't get caught. Him never think say one of these fine days the relevant authority was going to catch up with him. One of those shipments that was shipped from overseas was going to get busted in at the customs place. Because that is the case. And now we hear the lawyer for this man, Mr. Reed, a beg and a ball and a plea, so them client need to get some sorts of bail or else him a go DEAD. Him never know that when he was doing his crime, he was thinking about all the good, all the money that he would make. However, he was not thinking if the tables turn and him get busted. He did not know that those facilities would not be appropriate, have the right amenities for his sickness, his ailments, his diabetic condition, his heart condition. People who can hear them are going to feel. And if you know say you're sicky, keep out a crime. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if reprisal is the order of the day, and such is the case in this case. I am speaking about an incident that occurred in a place called off Hagley Park Road, where it is said that at least 3 or 4 persons that got conned up on a place called Delana Avenue that is off Hagley Park Road. Out of those 4 persons, 3 of them are presently in the afterlife. They are 42-year-old Marie Salmon, her 6-year-old daughter Ariana Salmon, 34-year-old Michael Smith. It is said that persons were standing, just talking, SHOOTING, the breeze, when a white Toyota Probox pull up. The man at the back seat passenger side jump out, blaze up some can. After him blaze up the can, him take for himself, drive off Delana Avenue and then exit pan Hagley Park Road and disappear like a thief in the night. Persons are surmising that this has all to do with some sorts of reprisal, some sorts of gang activity. The possibilities are. So just like that incident in Arima, Trenchtown, wherein 8 people get caught up, at least 2 lose them life. In this incident, 3 out of 4 gone, that are 3/4. Out of those persons at Trenchtown, it is said that most of them, if not all of them, were innocent, hard-working, no sorts of crime producer. Don't know the background on these people that lost their life. However, what I do know is a mother and a daughter. The daughter is 6-year-old. So people, it shows you that these people have no sorts of conscience. These people have no sorts of heart. It is all about reprisal. It is all about the get back. And the priority is that the gangsters, whether it's fatherless, they achieve their objective in getting revenge. Them not care about any sorts of collateral damage. They do not care about any sorts of casualty of war. All they want is the get back at any price. Them not really care. Any and everyone is an equal opportunity target as it pertains to gang warfare. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.